Let's talk about drugs. Drugs are awesome, but they may have possibly ruined my life. Look, man, I don't do like cocaine or hard drugs per se, but I did play with this one little thing. You guys may have not heard about it. It's called a weed, and long story. If you watched my last video, I was talking about like during quarantine, I was just and smoking all the time, right? That probably not a safe decision financially or mentally. Let's be real here. So let's see. I made my first $5,000. So I got a new job, right? I got a job over the summer. Had my first job for like 8 months. I made my first $5,000. That is five with three zeros at the end. And I have not a single thing to show for it because I spent it all on weed, car parts, and McDonald's runs. That is not the best way to keep your bank account looking healthy. And I should have known it was a problem because back in like March when I first started, it was like me and each of my boys are putting like 10 in, just like some $30 type shit. So like 10 each, like 15 each, 20 each. Now we're like breaking out 53 different ways, like twice a week. And I was just like, fuck it, I got shit to spend my money on. Don't ever keep that mindset, by the way. Fucking act broke to stay rich. I was acting like I had all this money, all this disposable income, which I guess technically I did because I don't have any bills, but it's like, just don't spend your first $5,000 on drugs, please. At my heaviest point, it was like, I was basically getting a paycheck only to support my smoking habit. I'll get like $30 in tips. I'm like, oh, I can get a dub. 50 in tips. Oh, bro, I can get an eighth. Oh, let's go. It's like, it's not even like I was getting like cheap shit. I don't smoke mid, okay? I was smoking good gas. So that's like up to 50 a week. Maybe more in a week. The most I spent at one time was like 120 fucking dollars. And I don't think I've had more than 120, or during that time, I don't think I had more than 120 in my account out of that 8 months I was working for more than like that whole I don't think I had more than 120 in my account out for more than like a cumulative total of like maybe a month or 2 months. And I was dropping like 50 a week, 40 a week max, and then letting that shit go in the atmosphere. I'm not saying don't spend your money on it, because like I said in the title, drugs are fucking awesome, but they can ruin your life. Drugs can ruin your life because it makes it easy to just do fucking nothing. Like before quarantine, if I was bored, it's like, okay, I'm bored, let me go goddamn I'm bored, let me go do something, let me find something to do. Now it's like, or not now, but you know what I mean. But it was like, it went from that to let me find something to do to like, well, I'm bored, the plant makes me happy, makes doing boring things more enjoyable. 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 is fish. And then now I just spent $30 that I didn't plan on spending. And I'm just like, oh, fuck it, I work tomorrow. Don't do that either. That is a terrible mindset to have. Regardless of what happens, you're going to need money at some point. You always need to have an emergency fund or something. I was literally out here fucking $10 in my account because I have to fill up my gas like once a week at the time. So I was only keeping like $10 to $50 in my account for emergency food and gas, and then I was spending everything on weed. Here's the good side, right? Drugs are awesome because they if you're using them in the, I guess, proper way, it's like not overindulging like I did. Because I don't know if you can tell by this video and the last video, but I got a fucking addictive personality. So, look, if you're not overindulging and shit like that, it's like, okay, yeah, it's good. It's like, okay, oh, my name's Todd. You know, I work a 9 to 5. I fucking, oh yeah, I come to the dispensary like once a week. You know, after my fucking Friday shift, I just work 10 hours. You know, I only come once a week. This is my little 1J. I'm gonna go home and enjoy some food and watch TV, play video games. That's okay. But when it's like you're doing that shit every day, it's like, cause you spend $20 on some weed, okay, and then all right, you spent 20 on weed, but you forgot to account that you fucking drove 20 minutes one way to go get it. So now you spend $40, 40 minutes worth of gas money, $20 on actual gas. You probably got the munchies, you got some snacks, and all in all, you spend like $60 when you only plan to spend like 20. It's like it's a cycle, you know. And once you realize the cycle, like I have, and you try to stop, that's when you realize you have a problem, because drugs are awesome, but they can ruin your life, because you find out you might have an addiction to weed. And weed is, yeah, it's fucking addictive. Probably. I don't know. If it is, I fucking got addicted to it. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of easy for me to stop. Like, I know a lot of people say that's like, no, I can stop whenever I want to. I can actually, like, by choice, I can actually do that. Like, I have an addictive personality, but I'm not a fucking, like, crackhead or anything. Like, I can still choose to stop, which is like the stereotype. As it sounds so stereotypical saying this, like everyone's like, I can stop whenever I want to. I'm not even addicted. No, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm going to say I was, but I'm built different, and now I can just click on and off on command because I'm built like that. For a long time, I was using it for like producing shit, uh, playing, because I do produce, by the way. All my background music is stuff that I've made, or all my outro music is stuff that I've made, just by the way. But yeah, I was using it for like producing. I was using it when I was playing video games, because if you haven't done, look, if you haven't done regular things when you're high, it's like, because it just makes it more enjoyable, which is a good and bad thing. Because if you're having like a bad day, it's like, okay, shit that I would normally do that make me feel good, it makes me feel even better. But it's also like you get used to doing it in that uh higher plane of existence, and it's like it's not the same when you do it sober anymore. So then you start smoking more. So what was like a regular hangout of like go over play games, okay, let's go get some gas, and then we can do all the shit that we normally do. But we have to put this $50 into the atmosphere first. Okay, I smoked a fucking lot. I kind of was all over the place. This whole video just bouncing from back to back to whatever. But here's all you really need to know: the good side, creativity. When I was producing stuff, I was real creative. Um, I think one of my favorite beats is actually from when I was high, because you know when you're high, it's like all your senses get turned up, and I was hearing fucking everything. And it's okay, so yeah, creativity, it makes you happy, which is a good and bad side, because if you get too dependent on this specific thing making you happy, then it's like, okay, what do you do when you don't have it? It's also like I'm enjoying this a little bit more than I would be like 20 minutes ago. I'm not saying I'm like high, but like I feel my face a little bit more than I did 20 minutes ago type shit. It makes you happy, makes you creative. uh the vibe is just different. Like you just be chilling. I feel like, at least for me, I don't know, this kind of sounds fucking, you know, you might not agree with me, but when I'm high, I feel like I can pick up on energy a little better, because I do believe that the the world communicates in energy. The bad side here, like I was also like, it's not a big deal if I'll take a shower in the morning. And then I wake up 4 mornings later after being high after work for 4 days straight that damn I haven't taken a shower in 4 fucking days. That's fucking putrid. Especially because that's fucking gross. I just thought about that like in depth. That is so fucking gross. But anyways, that was like I ain't gonna lie to you. That's like all the good sides. I was fucking creative, happy, goddamn, energy's all up, everything like that. But a lot of that shit can also be a bad side. The bad side. It makes you happy. If you're not happy regularly and it makes you happy, you know what that's called? A dependency. Because if you use it to get happy all the time and you're not happy, then I got some bad news for you, buddy. It makes you lazy. Like you can say, oh, it helps me out all I want to. But let's be real here. Like it can make you do things, but it's also very easy to get locked in on the wrong thing. Because I could be right here in my computer editing, and then I get one notification on my phone, and it's for messages, and it's a message that sent me a TikTok link, and then now I've been on TikTok for like 45 minutes when it could have been 45 minutes of editing. You see where I'm going with this? It's like all the good sides are also bad sides. Like, yeah, it makes you creative, but that creativity and that focus on your creativity can be flip flopped to now you're on the game for 3 hours when you should have been working. Now you're TikTok for 45 minutes to an hour when you should have been working. Drugs are awesome, but they ruin my life. Ruin my life because I had a little bit of a dependency. I have my first $5,000 and I have nothing to show for it because after that first $5,000, there was $0 in my account and I didn't know until it was actually brought up to me. So it is what it is, man. You know the vibes. Goddamn. If you're gonna do drugs, I'm not endorsing doing drugs, okay? Because now that I'm 18 and I'm technically an adult, I guess I feel like I have to say, I'm not telling you to do this shit. However, comma, if you decide that you want to partake and this is by your own accord and you're not being held at gunpoint, fucking anything like that, and you decide you want to do it, I'm just telling you, be careful. Fucking, if you want to do it every day, I don't care, not my business, but I'm just telling you, from my experience, don't do that shit every day because it's a downward spiral that, well, at least for me, kind of fucking hard to get out of. I'm not gonna lie to you. Don't do drugs, but if you're going to, and you're not, yeah, look, don't do drugs, but if you're going to, be safe, be careful about it. Don't overindulge because that's what I did, and you see how the fuck I am right now. Nah, I'm actually pretty awesome right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah, don't do drugs, kids. Stay in school. I got a video coming out about school soon because this school year was a debacle, and I'm glad it's over. Yeah, that's all. That's all I got, man. Follow my Instagram at produced by Brandon. Follow my Twitter. I think that's also produced by Brandon. I don't know. Don't follow me on Snapchat. I'm not putting that shit in the description anymore. Oh yeah, my Spotify playlist, that is also in the description. Y'all better listen to that because it's some pressy. By the way, update to my last video. Yeah, suck my dick if you think I couldn't do it. Alright, peace out. Perfectly meaningless.
And then you see the horror of biology as the mutual eating society. What a ghastly conception it all is.